Alright, so the event boss battle against Giant Hawk is back, and he is back with a vengeance, and by vengeance I do mean a hell difficulty. Now today I'm going to show you how I can beat him on hell in 3 turns, and this is the team we're going to use. So in order for you to beat him in 3 turns, there are a couple of conditions that need to be met. Now 1, Escanor needs to be the one with the highest CC, and he also needs to have attack crit gear. So does Luda Margaret, because these 2 units are the ones you're going to ult with. You are of course going to use Merlin for the ult rush. We're also going to eat ult rush food, and we're going to have Kizuna here to increase our attack related stats. Now if you don't have Kizuna, perhaps someone like Red Goddess Liz could work. Now why Escanor needs to be the one with the highest CC is of course because of the passive here that is gonna increase the highest CC characters crit chance by 80%. So that is sort of why you want to have Escanor be the highest CC. Now for that purpose I sort of went ahead and gave this link with this Meliodas with this gear to my Luda Margaret just to lower her CC enough to where Escanor's CC is higher. I also have attack crit on Zariel here, just to increase Escanor's attack stats a little bit. If I slap this Meliodas on instead of the other Meliodas, her attack stats and HP stats and all that this combined will result in a higher CC than this is. So there is a difference there. You do need to mix and match until you find a perfect combination, and actually having one of the Meliodas as a link on her is potentially going to be preferable, because what you get from actually applying the link effect is 280 additional attack. So either you can do it that way, or you can find someone with really high attack but that somehow doesn't give her enough CC. So do try to find someone. You can mix and match whatever units you want, but that is one of the things that needs to be met. Now the second thing that needs to be met, of course, maybe you can use some other unit other than Luda Margaret here, but your 2 units need to be 6/6. So Escanor, it needs to be 6/6, Luda Margaret needs to be 6/6. Escanor could potentially be swapped with someone like Freyr. So if you do have Freyr 6/6, you don't have this blue Escanor 6/6, then potentially you can go with Freyr's Death type ultimate. That is one of the important things, because Hawk's HP on the second phase is going to be significantly higher than his HP on the first phase. His HP on phase 1 is 11.25 million, his HP on phase 2 is 15 million, so that is quite a jump. So you do need to do quite a lot more damage as well as a result. Now there is a thing that you can sort of stack, of course, which is this buff here. So if you do not attack the enemy, you will get 150% additional attack, and this does stack. So if you do want this to be a 3 turn, 4 turn, 5 turn, just wait 1 additional turn, you know. But for this purpose I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to make this a 3 turn. Now the gear I have on them is attack crit here. Apply this gear to Merlin, attack crit, just to lower her CC, because for some reason she out CCs Escanor with this gear. So just do keep that in mind as well. Attack crit and just random attack crit as well. The card set is not a card set, I auto set it to HP. Now also before we get into it, now why exactly I'm using Luda Margaret here is because she does have a Sever type ultimate, and you do want to crit the boss, and Sever of course gives you a 3 times crit chance if you actually use her card. So Sever, that is 3 times crit chance increase. There are other units with Sever cards on their ultimates of course, so if you have a look here, if you just look at Sever, these are the units with Sever cards. Many of them have it on like their cards. Zariel here for example has it on his ultimate as well as his AoE attack card, but because he has 2 attack cards, he isn't gonna really work for the 3 turn tactic, unfortunately, and we'll go over that when I'm actually showing you the fight. Now the only other character that does have a single target Sever ultimate and 1 like buff card is gonna be this Arthur here. Unfortunately he doesn't hit for hard enough. He hits for like 8.5 million, and as you saw on phase 1 Hawk does have 11.25 million. So but here we're just gonna go into it. I am gonna show you exactly what you need to do. Now there is a little bit of RNG elements to this. Now of course if you do miss a crit, that is of course gonna result in you not killing the boss on that phase, but you can just reset. Resetting here doesn't really matter because it doesn't cost any stamina. It's just gonna waste your time a little bit, and that is sort of why I wanted to make a 3 turn team that can beat it in 3 turns or less. So but another RNG factor here, which doesn't really apply here, but it can apply, is if Hawk uses this card here. He doesn't use it every time, as you can see. If he uses this, he's gonna disable one of your units, and if that unit happens to be Kizuna, that's just gonna be 1 extra turn, because you cannot use Kizuna card to give yourself the attack related stats. That means that Luda Margaret won't be able to kill the boss on the first phase here. So we're just gonna move some cards here. We're gonna use this card, and then we're gonna move an Escanor card. Now this is very important that you do it in this order. Now using a card is gonna free up 1 slot for the ultimate to come down, and there you go. Now you just need to wait for Hawk to attack us, and then we're just gonna do this exact movement here. So we're gonna use a Kizuna card first, then we're gonna use the Luda Margaret ultimate. This is gonna kill the boss, then we just move the card and move the card. So say for example your Luda Margaret isn't 6/6, then perhaps you cannot do it in 3 turns, I suppose, because that was the second turn, and this is gonna be the third turn. Now we do have Escanor's ultimate here. He does have quite a lot of stats as well. We can have a look at his stats. So he does have 229.3% crit chance. Sometimes he still misses the crits. And if you saw his gear, one of the top pieces, I do have like crit chance sub rolls on it. So that's like a borrowed piece from someone else. But it does have some extra crit chance, and I found that I kind of needed that, because sometimes he still misses the crits. Hawk has quite a lot of crit resistance, and that is also why you do need the Sever card on Ludo Margot. But here, what we're gonna do actually, we're just gonna buff up first, then we're gonna do this, this, and that should kill. So if he crits, that should kill, and this is gonna be the third turn. There you go, he critted. We deal a little bit of extra damage there. With the 2 attacks, that is why I didn't waste attacks. That is why I just moved them on the previous phase, and that is how you do it. Now I'm just gonna show you how you can do this as quickly as possible, and hopefully it's gonna work out, but we're just gonna do this, and I'm not gonna pause or talk too much, but yeah, that is basically how you do it. Otherwise, you can like wait 1 extra turn on phase 1, or you can potentially wait 1 extra turn on phase 2 if you're worried that Escanor will not be able to crit. So just moving cards, using card, and then moving an Escanor card. There we go. That's turn 1. Now turn 2, and we're gonna see here if he actually disables my Kizuna or not. That would be quite unfortunate. So that's the single target attack, and this is the attack disable. So as you can see, Merlin is attack disabled now, so we cannot use the Merlin cards, even though we won't actually use the Merlin cards ever. And then we're just gonna use the Kizuna card, the Ludo Margot card, and we're gonna move 2 Escanor cards to get his ult. And that is sort of why you do need to have a, Ludo Margot buff card as well, because you do need to use one of her cards to get a card and move an Escanor card in order for you to get Escanor's ultimate on this phase right here. So now that we do have it, it's the exact same play here. So this, and that. And if he doesn't crit, you're actually gonna see what happens when he doesn't crit. But Hawk will basically heal to full, and you'll have to like try to save up for another ultimate. Oh, maybe I can't kill here. That's interesting. So I did a little bit less damage. Alright, yeah, that happens sometimes, and that's very unfortunate, and we somehow need to get their ultimates. So Escanor's ultimate, I might actually just be able to get like this, like that, and then I suppose I'll just merge like this, and then we'll like get the Kizuna ult or Kizuna attack boost and potentially kill Hawk next turn. He also heals. Oh, if she actually survives, she doesn't. Alright. And then you just reset, I suppose. That's quite funny, actually. So, will I be able to kill here? Probably not. He did crit, but there's not enough damage. Yeah, that's one of the unfortunate things. So maybe waiting for 4 turns is better. But at least you saw me be able to do this in 3 turns. For some reason, I don't know why Escanor didn't hit for hard enough. I have no idea about like why that happens. Sometimes it does. Maybe just running straight attack percent sub rolls on his top pieces would work. This actually hasn't happened to me before, and it's quite interesting that it actually did so. I'm just gonna see here. I'm gonna try this again. If it doesn't do enough damage, I'm gonna have a look at what actually causes that. But yeah, as you can see, this team can, of course, kill it in 3 turns. But if you want to do it in 4 turns, that's potentially something you can do. You can just wait a little bit with Escanor. It doesn't matter that he doesn't deal enough damage on the second phase. You just don't have to attack him, and then you attack him on the following turn, right? So that's gonna be a 4-turn run. It would potentially be a little bit safer, but it doesn't really matter. So here we're doing it like this anyway. That's always gonna kill if you do have a 6/6 and you do have proper gear and, proper gear on your associations, stuff like that. So here we're gonna see again. Are we gonna fail it, or are we gonna actually do it? So we're just gonna do it like this. Again, we're getting some basic stats that's gonna increase our attack. Then we're ulting. No, he didn't crit. As you see, he doesn't crit with extra like crit chance either. So maybe just wait 4 turns. This is a big fail. So we're just gonna see how it looks when we actually wait 4 turns. It shouldn't be too much of an issue, honestly. Like, you're just waiting 1 extra turn. Maybe that is better than like resetting and wasting your time that way. Honestly, I don't know. Like, this doesn't work 100% of the time. So, and I actually do have extra crit chance on my Escanor. Like, his crit chance is suboptimal. Like, it's so bad. And yeah, I don't know. Like, it is what it is, unfortunately. Until we get another unit with a really strong death type ultimate, I'm not sure we can actually do this like this. But you know what? We'll just have to see. So turn 1, at least it works every single time. So you can do this in just 2 turns. Then we're just gonna get Escanor his ult. We don't actually need to kill with Escanor. So actually, I didn't even need to save his cards here. It is what it is. We'll see. We'll just wait 1 turn here, and I might just do this. Might do this. We're just gonna move a Kizuna card twice so we can get our attack related stats up next turn, because every turn he is gonna remove our buffs, so that is most definitely something that happens. But here we can actually ult with Kizuna, do this, then do that. But we will have like 2 of these buffs that are gonna increase our attack stats, so now we do have quite a lot more attack. Actually, we got 1. So we got 1 instead of like having none at all, and we shouldn't have a problem actually killing, but I am just gonna do this anyway, just for the heck of it, so we can see the damage Escanor's ult can do. So 1.4 million, that's ranked up. We got the gold buff card here as well, plus the additional like damage dealt increased by 30%, and the ultimate 17.5 million times 2. That's what it would have been. But yeah, so maybe like going for a 4-turn run rather than a 3-turn run would be a little bit safer. But I mean, if you want to try the 3-turn run, be my guest. So yeah, anyway, that's the team. Hope you found the guide helpful. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a most wonderful rest of your day, and I guess I catch you in the next one. Bye now.